Football fans, this is the time you've been waiting for. It's the San Francisco Chiefs versus the Happininer 49ers. The halftime pregame show begins now. Joe Buck is out with the coronavirus. Let's fucking do it.
Welcome, Tom Carroll alongside Rio Darwell. And we're live in Miami. We got a box, a press pass, and you can Xerox those things and they won't notice.
I'm going to say one thing, and I'm going to say one thing only.
Okay.
I hate both these teams.
Yep, get it out.
Patrick Mahomes, no. But the 49ers should not be here. Then here comes a snap, Jimmy Garoppolo. Mm-hmm. Drops off to, looks like Emmanuel Sanders. And that's about a 7-yard gain. Now let me be honest. Mm-hmm. San Francisco is a location with about 1 million, 8 million.
What's your point?
Per capita, the Green Bay Packers scored more points per person in the Green Bay metropolitan area than the 49ers scored per person in the San Francisco metropolitan area.
I hope you guys are listening out there.
And if we're going to have teams represent cities, there is absolutely no logical sense to have the San Francisco 49ers be representing their city when they scored less points for the persons which occupy their metropolitan area, when we have the Green Bay Packers from Wisconsin scoring more points for the persons which represent their metropolitan area. Why are they not here?
Hey, what is your name, young man?
It's Timothy Fuck.
Mm-hmm. And just for the viewers, that's Fack, isn't it? F-A...
P-H, in fact.
P-H-F-A-K-E, is that right?
P-H-A-U-C-K.
Fuck.
And let me tell you how to spell Timothy.
Alright, go ahead.
Timofey.
So, tell us about what we're seeing here.
We have Post Malone walking into
a
liquor store. He's looking at the Bud Light Seltzer. He's considering the Bud Light or the Bud Light Seltzer. There seems to be some sort of debate occurring in his psyche. Considering this sort of dualism of the mind and the body, what controls which? And is there a substance which differs between the two? They're debating, and he smacks the popcorn. He smacks everything.
What course do you teach a course, or what are your qualifications, if you don't mind me?
So I work at a community college. I have a lot of credentials.
Why couldn't you get a job at a state school or something?
Well, I don't have a degree.
Wow. Now, what courses do you teach at, what community college did you say you teach?
I teach poetry in motion and the sweet science.
What is the sweet science?
It's boxing.
You teach poetry in motion and boxing.
Tom, may me ask you a question?
Okay.
What do you think of jazz?
Not a lot. Elton John, the Eagles, Piano Cemetery. That's one of my bands. Go ahead.
Watch as Patrick Mahomes escapes the pocket to the right. He stops before the line of scrimmage and finds Watson open for a gain of 15 yards, moving to the 18. You say you do not like jazz, but what do you think of that play, Tom Carroll?
I have to say it was jazzy.
It was improvisational. It was poetry in motion. Sammy Watkins ran a route that he was supposed to, but he knocks Richard Sherman off of him like a goon, puts him in his place, gains nearly 20 yards.
How do you know so much about football? I thought you were a boxing instructor.
There's something which compels the human soul to seek beyond itself, to pursue some greater thing which can only come...
I hate to tell you this, but scientists figured out everything about physics. Everything is just stuff. And everything's random. We're all just waiting to die.
Where did you get this from?
My physics textbook.
I knew I should have learned to read. I've just been so busy watching things which have no words to them, like Mahomes.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know how to read? You're a college professor, and you're very prestigious. I thought you were at a community college. What community college did you say you were at?
Well, it's not a community college, it's Harvard. I call it a community college because I want to have credit with the working class. I just watch sports and I critique them and I talk about them and I say they're beautiful and everyone agrees with me because none of them understand sports, so I just tell them.
What are sports?
I don't know, I don't even particularly like them. I just found my niche. Skid 'em! Interception, baby! Whoa! Oh, fuck. Goodbye.
So, somebody else somehow got into the press box. I'm really sorry about this, but let's bring in, Cletus.
Cletus Wilbang.
Cletus Wilbang. Gonna join us for the Super Bowl broadcast. You're not from around here, are you?
Indeed, I'm not, sir.
Where are you from?
West Virginia. You know, Jalen Hurts, and as a matter of fact,
You really know your stuff.
and in the end, Jalen Hurts in Oklahoma went on to the college football playoff and they got smacked.
I'm lost, but I love that you're a student of the game.
I'm a student of the game, and the thing is that the game has derailed itself.
Wow. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Football, you throw it around and
Have you seen Jim Thorpe take a little halfback swing out the right from the full wing position?
is that an up fake? Or is that a down middle?
It's a little swing out the right.
Yeah. No, I didn't see that.
I got one thing to say about that. If you could see that man put his arm out and throw every single enemy to the dust. He played in a wool sweater.
What year was that?
It was pre-war.
Which war?
The second.
Okay.
It was before the second.
Wow, I didn't realize how old you were.
There are some questions which we do not answer.
You're a little sensitive by your age. That's...
Go ahead and touch my shoulder. What do you think?
wow.
I'll tell you one thing about Patrick Mahomes.
He's a player in the game, right?
Right. As a matter of fact, he is the starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, and a lot of people say he's a quarterback in the future. I'll tell you one thing about a quarterback. If they can hand the ball off, they're doing enough. Yay! I was alright for a while. I could smile for an hour.
What was your sign?
But then I saw you last night and held my hand so tight when you stopped to say hello.
What's her sign?
I think she's in Gemini.
Gemini and Virgo?